Welcome back into the news portion of DSI. I'm Jordan Kudish. We start tonight in Maryland, where restaurant managers and owners say all they've wanted to do was open up at full capacity. But even with Governor Larry Hogan's recent lift on capacity restrictions, many say it won't be enough. The initial announcement seemed like a dream come true for local restaurants, but knowing they have to work with the same restrictions is what they say is a slap in the face. Restrictions still in place, including distanced seating, masks, plexiglass placed between booths, and keeping customers seated at all times. Restaurant owners say the worst part is customers don't fully understand why they can't physically seat their restaurant to a full 100% right now.
I wish that the 100% opening did have an impact, but the fact is it doesn't. So it's almost a cruel joke in a way.
I wish it would just been consulted more and asked the people in the restaurant business. Just don't say 100% capacity, because that is 100% false.
And restaurant owners also want to remind customers to continue being patient with them, as these restrictions are still in place. It will prohibit them from being open to 100%. And of course, we want to hear what you think about the openings. You can tell us on our Facebook or our Twitter page right now. And restaurants aren't the only ones who are allowed to open up to that 100% capacity. Those limits were also lifted for fitness centers just this evening. The operating officer of Planet Fitness says lifting capacity provides more opportunity for members and potential members to come back and get in the gym. They also say they'll continue to keep safety measures in place, including increased cleaning efforts and mask wearings. Another plus they offer, the size of their building will allow for people to spread out.
Again, given the feel of high ceilings and big spaces inside and the ability to spread out, you're not going to be in those environments where you would feel claustrophobic or too close together, or that you would be at risk. And that's the one thing that we are taking very seriously.
And we are told equipment is still socially distanced and they are doing touchless check-in. Now, Drummer, that's who you just heard from, says while capacity limits are lifted, it's not just about bringing people into the gym, but keeping them healthy and safe at the same time. All right, in Maryland, the Senate has passed a measure to fight climate change, which includes plans to plant 5 million trees over a 10-year period. The Senate voted 34-11 for the measure today. It is now headed to the House, where similar legislation is still pending. Now, the measure increases greenhouse gas reduction goals from 40% to 60% by the year 2030, and supporters cite Marylanders' vulnerability to sea level rise as a reason to do more to change this climate. And while we're on that topic of climate change, we're going to toss things over to Chief Meteorologist Daniel Johnson for a look at your forecast.
Thank you, Jordan. We've really had a spring preview the past few days, with highs climbing well above average into the 70s. Now, we're going to drop that as we head into the weekend. Temperatures will actually be dropping. More on that coming up, but here's a live look outside. Looks like one person walking on the boardwalk out there in Ocean City at this late hour. It's comfortable. Why not? 57 in Millsboro, according to our weather watcher Ted there. 58 for Chucky and Lewis, 56 for Ed in Chincoteague. Temperatures elsewhere, 60 in Salisbury. Still very mild out here, despite a cold front pushing through. And we are going to start to see some of that cooler air push in tomorrow. And you can see that cool air to our north and west. 41 right now in Pittsburgh. The winds coming out of the northwest as we speak, right around 10 miles per hour. A little breezy early tomorrow morning, calmer winds tomorrow afternoon. Then the winds pick up again out of the west and northwest between 15 and 20 come Sunday. So Sunday is going to be a breezy day. We are looking at some rain to our west and some clouds too, but we're not expecting much in the way of cloud cover or even precipitation for the next several days. It's going to be a nice dry stretch. Partly cloudy tonight. Temperatures cooling down, but it's going to take some time for the temperatures to drop. We're still near 60 right now. We should drop down into the 40s for most of us. Tomorrow, 50 to 55, so much cooler than today, but still not bad for March. Mostly sunny out there, a north wind 5 to 15. A pretty good dog walking forecast day tomorrow. And I hope Boris is going to be excited to head out there. Boris is so cute. Thank you, Jim and Kathy, for sending in that picture of Boris. Temperature starting in the low 40s tomorrow and then climbing into the low to mid 50s with sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Small craft advisories in effect on the waters for your Saturday, but that's just for the morning hours. By the afternoon, the winds will begin to settle down but at times the winds will be a bit breezy. You can see the clouds to our west, mainly staying to our west and staying to our south as that cold front continues to slide south. So sunshine is in our forecast for Saturday and for your Sunday. By Monday, though, some clouds begin to come back into the picture, but we're still dry. But by Tuesday, that's when the rain comes back with a high of 47. Quite chilly by Monday, highs only in the mid-40s, but a very dry weekend. Again, a friendly reminder, don't forget to push those clocks forward tomorrow night before you go to bed. Daylight saving time begins, and then by St. Patrick's Day, we're a little bit milder, close to 60, with a mix of sun and clouds. You're watching DSI. We'll be right back.
This is Damian Ferragamo, head football coach at Kent Island High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.